Leticia, and I'm going to be answering the discussion post about pain. The first part of this discussion post asks, what's the most pain you've ever experienced? I want to say, first off, that I'm one of those very fortunate people that has never broken a bone, never undergone surgery, let alone never have been diagnosed with anything serious. And I'm very, very grateful for that. When I think about the worst pain I've ever experienced, I want to say is, I don't want to say they're migraines because I've never been diagnosed with them, but they're very, very intense headaches um, that I haven't been experiencing ever since I was 12 years old. Um, the worst one though was when I was around 13, 14. Um, I remember being at home and I was just watching TV, eating, when I felt this very, very intense vibration on this side of my brain. And I remember trying to scream for help because it hurt so bad, but no sound came out of my mouth. I began crying and I begged my mom to take me to the hospital because I couldn't handle it. Prior to this big incident, I experienced migraines, but they weren't as intense as that one. If I did experience a migraine, I knew to take my Tylenol and to lay in a very dark room with no sound whatsoever. But I would just do that on my own without ever asking for help because growing up, you know, I grew up in a very conservative house where it was bad to cry. Um, when I went to the hospital that day, by the time I was already checked in and the doctor was talking to me, the migraine had gone away already. But I still wanted to talk to them to ask them, like, why am I experiencing these type of headaches so frequently? Because it would happen between twice to three times a week, or every other week, and it was always just random. It wasn't when I was exercising or when I was focusing on doing my homework or anything like that. They were just random. He didn't really take me seriously, and um, I want to say it's because of my age. They were trying to say that they were trying to tie it back to a bigger problem, like if I was having problems at home, if I had undergone like a sexual assault or anything like that. They were trying to tie it back, but I can wholeheartedly say that it was nothing like that. It was just headaches. Um, he didn't take me seriously. He just told me to keep taking Tylenol and they will go away. Um, Once I hit like 14 all the way up to 19, they weren't as frequent. It would just be like once every 3 months. And I was like, oh, it's whatever about it. But that one time when I was 14, 13, it was the worst pain. Um, it definitely like shaped slash affected the way I saw hospitals because even when I was little, when my mom was at the hospital, they wouldn't take her, I wouldn't say they wouldn't take her seriously, but they will always see people that were faking it and stuff like that. And me as a child going to the hospital saying I'm experiencing a headache, they didn't think there was anything more serious than, oh, either she's faking it or there's something more serious about it. Um, I come up from a very conservative family, from a Hispanic household. So my dad grew up, um, his my grandfather taught him that when people cry, they are showing their weakness, therefore somebody can do harm to you. My dad took this very seriously and he didn't like when we cried. He didn't like when we showed our emotion, and therefore when I was experiencing pain, never showed it to anybody. It was very rare for me, and that one time that I did beg my mom to take me to the hospital was the last thing I wanted to do. Even now that I'm about to be 22, it's taken me a lot to be able to be open about how I feel and open about what I need to be able to feel okay. And I feel like a lot of people still have that problem based on the household that they grew up in. I can say that definitely I made some progress. Now I'm able to identify and know what I need, when before, like, I didn't even want to talk about it. I would just say that I'm okay and I would deal with it on my own. It's definitely something that I do not want to pass down to my future children, because I don't want them to feel like they have to be a strong person all the time when it's not necessarily true. It's okay to be human, and it's okay to show emotion, and it's okay to show when you're feeling pain. That's the only way you're gonna get any sort of help. But thank you for watching, guys.